screen that their system would be sitting in during the day so they can perform their sales. At the point where a click and collect order comes in, a notification will start to flash. Up the top here, you'll see one new click and collect request pending, so they know that there's something they need to address. Now this notification, if you've got 4 tills in the shop, it'll be flashing on each one of them, so someone has to see it. So they would just exit out of their sales screen and they'll see the yellow button flashing up the top here. They then click on the button, that will show them who the order has come from, the date and time that it came in, the date and time it's due to be picked and packed, and what was actually on the order. So at this point, they would normally print out a pick slip, grab the slip, wander out into the shop and find the correct product and bring it back to the counter. In the meantime, someone else might have wanted to do a sale, so they would go in, do a sale, carry on with their normal process, and then come back to this screen again and say, okay, I've got the goods. I now have to scan them to make sure that they are correct. So I'll just simulate that very quickly. If it's the correct item, then it will come up, turn the line green to say that it's all good to go, and that all items on this order are being checked. So follow the prompts to continue. Enter in their ID code so we know who's performed the transaction. And that part of the process is being completed. So it's been checked. If they had multiple orders, then they can do it as many times as they like. They would then go through the packing process, put the items in the bag, label it appropriately, or put the little pick slip with the items, and then click on the packed column when that's done and change the status of the order to be packed and notify the customer. So that's been done, and at the point where that's been done, a notification gets sent to Shopify, and Shopify sends the SMS or the email to the customer saying that your goods are ready to be picked up. And that's really the end of that part of the process. They can go out of the screen, do their sales until the customer comes back in. When the customer comes back in, they click on the button again, decide which product it is. In this case, we've only got one person coming back in. Then click on picked up. We'll then ask them to verify that the customer is the correct person, got the right order, and they're happy with the contents. And if they're happy with everything, they just click on yes, give the customer the goods, put in their ID code, so we know who's finalised the transaction. And that's basically the end of the process. It's nice and simple. Little button goes away, the flashing icon goes away, and they just go back to their normal sales mode. That's about as hard as it really is. So that's it.